can't see me. No?
What is going on, everyone out there in YouTube world? How are you today? Hey, honey, we have Jason on here. How are you, Jason? Sexy model boy. When is Triangle coming back? Well, I'm calling this episode Quarantine Woes. So first of all, I would like to shout out everybody in YouTube world and beyond that, to all the supporters, to subscribers, to just the people that have been following me over the years and following the Ballroom Throwbacks brand. Thank you. Hello, Angelique. Hello, Frank Opoku. Hello, Tim Tobias. What's up? How are you? Quarantine woes. Where do I start at? How are you guys maintaining throughout this pandemic, this COVID-19 as they call it? Christina Vega, is that the iconic Christina Richards? How are you? I hope you are doing well. What's up, Lee? Lee Barnes. What's up, Lee? How are you? So, how are you guys doing out there? I would like to talk and kind of get a feel about how are you all guys doing and feeling out there, and how are you guys dealing with the situation. It seems like it just never ends. It seems like day after day, week after week, it just gets worse. And it gets worse. And it's just one of them things that day by day, you know, you're doing wonderful. The great Caesar Handsome, thank you. Just seems like day by day. So I just want to know how you guys dealing with it. I have been utilizing this time to the best of my ability. Some days are better than most. I'm a very productive individual, and I'm a homebody. This is the war that's going on within me. I am, anybody that knows very close to me, as Jason's on here knows, I am a homebody. I have no issue being alone, being by myself, being at home. But that's by choice. I'm still, with me being a homebody, I'm somebody that goes out. I film constantly. I work constantly. And everything kind of just shut down. And to everybody out there that is freelancers, that is self-employed, that has their own business, you know, as you guys all know, we don't make money if we're not grinding, if we're not hustling. And that's what's going on right now. So everything is kind of like shock value as we kind of have to deal with this. Hey, Crystal Caradine, you still working? Yes, let's give a shout out everybody on there to all the essential workers that have the supermarket workers, the food workers, you know, for the fast food places, to the delivery drivers, anybody that's essential, to the, of course, to the medical field, the hospital field. Thank you guys, because honestly, you guys are still helping keep the world running, you know, whether we're going to the supermarket for food, whether, God forbid, somebody has to go to the hospital. You guys are the ones that are helping us through the situation, get through the situation. So how are you guys dealing with it? Personally, as I was telling you guys, it's been a mental journey. Some days are better than most. It comes to be kind of monotonous. I have watched some great things on Netflix, I must say, but as you know, you kind of get tired of watching TV. And then I'm somebody that prior to this, I watched CNN every day, or watch some type of news outlet, and it, you know, just without going too deep into it, me seeing President Trump talk, it makes me angry at times. It makes me frustrated. It also gives me anxiety because, let's just face it, this administration doesn't know what the hell they're doing. They're learning as we are learning, and I'm so tired of the misinformation and the misinterpretation also, that, you know, just from people, you know, because of the news that's constantly given out, and, you know, the speculation. And I feel like they're still learning about this disease, this virus, as they go along. And we've heard so many different facts and factors as we've gone along. It's like, I don't know what to believe. New York, where I'm from, and many of people probably that's on here, it lives, have to deal, you know, that's the epicenter. And it's scary because so many people have died within the last few months, and who would have ever thought? And when we don't know when it's going to stop, and it's kind of scary, and it puts a lot of things in perspective. But again, I just want to know, how are you guys dealing with it? How are you guys coping it? Because it's not easy because we don't know when things will go back to normal, or if unfortunately this will become our new normal. Anybody knows me, I'm somebody that washes my hands a lot, period. So that's just basic and normal hygiene. It should be. But how do you feel about if, we go to a society where we will have to wear masks all the time or gloves and constantly be sanitizing? And if the social distancing becomes permanent, how are you guys going to deal with that? How do you feel about that? And how do you feel about our economy right now? Like, so many people is out of work. So many people is barely surviving right now because of no income. So, how are you guys dealing with it? I want to hear your thoughts and your feelings. And I would like to go back and see. Antonio Davis says you are in the front line with both of your jobs and you're doing self-care in between. I'm very happy to hear that. Sexy Model Boy, you said you're working your ass off and making more money than pre-quarantine. What do you do exactly, if you can share? Angelique Pickett, how are you? Let me tell you something. The supermarket, very stressful now. First of all, so many factors that go involved when you go places. You're so keen now and so aware. If somebody coughs, it could be due to allergies. You're looking at them funny. If you cough, you're trying not to cough. You feel funny about doing it. We take for granted. Can you stop moving that? We take for granted normal things that we've never paid attention to. Like, I had, per myself, if I had to cough, just to generally cough, I don't want to do it if I'm somewhere because I do not want to be looked upon as if I have the coronavirus. And not to mention, people have said corona in so many, they say it in so many derogatory and joking ways now. It's like, this is something that any of us could catch, and is this a scary thing? Yeah, let me see. So yeah, I was saying supermarket. Going to the supermarket is stressful. First of all, if I want to go running, I've been doing a lot of cooking, getting fatter than normal just by eating because, what else can you do? Eat and watch TV. But I've been doing a lot of other stuff as far as Ballroom Throwback stuff, getting things organized, just looking and reviewing over years and years of footage, which is something I'm going to talk about on another live this week. But it's a stressful thing going to the supermarket. Going to the supermarket would normally for me may have taken 20, 25 minutes. I've been online a couple times within the last couple weeks for 45 minutes to an hour. So that alone is stressful. AJ Brown said, it's crazy, but I'm grateful for my clips. You supply me hours of entertainment inspiration. Thank you. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. Cuomo for president, he can handle Trump. I think Cuomo has been doing an amazing job handling New York. And I've actually had a couple conversations with people I know. Do I think he's going to run in the next 4 years? He's claiming no, but as we know, politicians, this is what they say. I mean, he's definitely stepping up and showing how much of a great leader he can be. Let's see what he does in 4 years from now. Need a live chat with you and Sanaya. You two are fun to watch. Her and I will definitely have something soon. She's also been at home. She's been able to go to work. She's quarantined as well. So let's see how that goes. Brent Turner said, I think the low crowds will become the normal. I've taken some of the time to do some deep cleaning around my home, just missing the great communication with other people. Definitely feel you. I mean, like again, it's monotonous. The routines kind of come monotonous when we're forced to do something like this. Asa Johnson said social distancing has always been a reality. Okay. In Too Deep Now said trust shouldn't be in the government. It should be in God alone. Pray, pray, pray. Totally agree. For those that are spiritually aligned and spiritually connected, pray. But I want to give a message that actually was in my spirit a couple weeks ago to put this on Facebook. Please remember that not everybody is spiritually aware. Not everybody's spiritually inclined. Not everybody has that spiritual connection. So be aware, because sometimes for those that are connected, one of our first things to say to someone is, make sure you pray, 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 pray. But not everybody has that connection or has I don't want to say the ability, but has that awareness to pray or want to pray. So just always remember that. And Tony said, you can definitely agree with the mental journey. One of my jobs required me working remotely from home during the day. And if you're at home, you are at home. The working at the hospital overnight has become a task. But shout out to Antonio and again to all the hospital workers. I know this is definitely a journey. Brent said you wear a mask by being a chef. I know how to search out the bargains to save money. Jesse Gonzalez said, everyone take care of your mental health. Yes, again, everybody take care of your mental health. Lots of times we do not realize how important our mental health is, or we have to also have a little bit more empathy for those who struggle with mental health and anxiety, because those things are very real. I myself suffer from anxiety, and it has come on stronger as I'm getting older and I'm becoming more aware of it. And sometimes the anxiety is a lot to deal with, and it can be even something, me having to go to a ball. I feel anxious knowing I'm going to be around a large amount of people. It's something that's developed worse over time. You're selling hand sanitizer wholesale. Okay. Cuomo will make a better president. Hey, Caesar, miss my family. I found that some people see COVID as some kind of challenge, not because they think they can survive it, but because it's mysterious and people are bored as hell. Elaborate a little bit on it. I think I know where you're going with that, but I would like you to elaborate on it if you can. I don't believe we will recover even when it's time to go back to school in September. Although they may not have social distancing, I think the people will still be a lot more cautious using masks. That's another thing. As you know, a lot of people have been talking about opening the country right up. Do you guys feel like it's to go right out as soon as they open the country right back? That's another scary thing. Like, I don't know if I want to be part of that first wave of going out. That's just how I feel. King Puerto Ricans just saying, what's Caesar? Just a shout out, haven't seen you in years. Joel, what's up, Joel? How are you? How's your child doing? Benjamin Cunningham, let's keep strong and positive. Maybe that explains who's suffering, those with no other joy than material or vanity. Tim Tobias said, for those with bad anxiety, try meditation. It really works. Yes, meditation is something that, you know, I wish I could get deeper into. I know a few people that are deeply into it, into like the chakra vibes, into meditation, and into, you know, me personally, what works best for me is music. And that's always been like that. Music therapy is the best thing for me. And I've really gotten into the last couple of years, because sometimes I have a hard time sleeping. I've got into, oh God, guys, I wish I could put the camera on this guy. I've gotten into delta waves. I don't want this to go in no whole crazy direction, but delta waves are like certain things that will help you put you in a REM sleep. And I've been listening to this stuff, and it does help me sleep. It's calming, and because my mind, I'm always thinking about the next thing, so it helps me.
Sound breathing as well.
I found you finding a hobby helps you maintain mental and physical health, the love of music. Never leave without my N95 mask for the rest of the year. Yes, I've actually had a few people, my sister-in-law, and for those that know G Prodigy, one of my children, my community children, he has been making masks. They're great. Guys, check them out if you're interested. They are great, and they are definitely made very well.
Give them the plug.
Yes, Ty. SP over here, guys. Ty by James, guys. Make sure you follow him.
And soak up.
I definitely agree with you. I also think that this give great people opportunity to invest in themselves. So true. Craig Page said, challenging as in not wearing a mask, chilling with people that don't live in their home, still hooking up and grinding, refusing to go another island supermarket if they see people and licking shit. I guess you mean the things that's bothering you. Young and healthy could go out, but people with diabetes, lung issues, and over 65 should stay in after the country opens up. Totally agree with you. If you have underlying issues, you definitely should be very cautious and take the preventative measures. That's just reality. Now, as far as BrtbTv goes, I don't know if it's just because of the quarantine I'm imagining. I've had the most views that I've had the last couple of months. I've had alone this month almost 20 million views. We are almost at 200 million views. That is a record high. In 2 weeks alone, and I got 10 million views, and then last month I got 10 million views. So shout out to everybody out there that's using this time also to watch Ballroom Throwbacks. And I'm glad that I'm able to share some type of joy with you guys of this beautiful community. Thank you for being a voice and a platform for everybody losing friends and family and loved ones, allowing time to hear you as a voice of comfort in these hard times. Thank you, Danny. Honestly, this is one of them things. What's up, Devion? These are one of the times I feel like it should really bring people together. I know a few people that that wasn't speaking before this and now is speaking again. I know some people that have mended fences during this time. I know people that have used this time to just make it right and to get closer with people, because it is a very scary time and it does bring perspective on you. And when you look at it from another perspective, you know, I think that maybe everything was meant to be put on pause for a while. I don't know how you guys feel about that. You guys gotta let me know. Angelique said you watch every day. That's awesome. Yeah, so those are some of my quarantine roles. I would love to hear some of you guys. I'm gonna try to be going live actually every day. I look a freaking mess, but I don't care right about now. Just want to, you know, share with you guys how appreciative I am of you guys, and just want you guys to like just stay safe and stay healthy most of all, and just, you know, use this time wisely. Do not waste it, because thank you, Asa. Use this time wisely. Don't waste it, because, you know, time is very precious. And even though you may lose track of the days and lose track of time, because some days it feels like that. It feels like, what day is today? You know, just utilize it to the best of your ability, and, you know, try to just map out what do you plan to do once this is over. And, you know, some people's going to have to kind of just won't even have time to get it right together. You may have to get it together, because, you know, a lot of people right now are suffering financially, and I know it's not a joke right now for those people. Invest in yourself, invest in your craft. What do I think about the 5G conspiracies? I think nothing about it. I think it's a conspiracy. I think that we live in a time where conspiracies are a factor. We live in a time where social media take things and run with it, and we kind of have to deal with it. You believe that intelligent people should never be bored. There's always something to do. True, but some people don't have things to always do. A possible terrorist attack? I don't know what you mean by that. Once people in Philadelphia start going out, it's like we won the Super Bowl. I mean, I just was told yesterday by SP that in Florida they had opened the beaches back up, and there was a spike overnight in the coronavirus. So that alone is scary. And it also it kind of baffles me, like, you guys know what's going on. Why were you in such a rush to get to the beach? You know, as soon as they say open it up, you guys are right out. It's scary. This is the type of thing that makes you think. You go along the spectrum thinking so many things, good and bad things. You think about, okay, they're opening back up, so that means things must be getting better. But then when they do it, and then you hear that things are not getting better, and then there's a surge, and that's the thing. Every day, it's like some days I tell myself, oh, I'm not going to watch CNN today. I'm not going to watch anything. I'm not going to update myself. And I end up watching it at nighttime, and then my mind starts running and starts thinking. So, do you guys have any questions at all? Sidebar, I'm living for the salt and pepper in my hair. Coach Carter Alpha. Let me tell you all something. I used to be bothered by the gray. I've had the gray since I was young. I had a few grays on my hair when I was like 14. It started coming. A couple of my, yeah. And then it's gotten worse over time. I've dyed my hair a couple of times. I'm going to be honest with you. The dyeing my hair, I'm just not for it. I'm not for the upkeep. Once you start doing it, if you choose to stay that way, you got to keep on doing it. So I'm kind of like not caring about it. Some people tell me they like it. Some people say, why don't you dye your hair? I don't know. But I appreciate that. Thank you for that. Because one fool makes many. That's why they flock to the beach, shaking my head. She is Jupiter. Yes, finally a quarantine edition. I'm going to be doing, but yeah, we're going to talk about some other stuff. I'm also going to be cooking for you guys, too. I've been definitely cooking a lot. I'll tell you that much. Every damn day, almost. Okay, it's also, okay, Craig Page said it's important for people to know that you can have COVID and not be symptomatic. You still need to be cautious. The test is great, but it's instilling a false confidence. Please, what I really am going to be doing research, I'm going to have SP help me. I really want to install a program where I can send you guys a link and bring some of you guys on live to talk with me, and I would love to hear from medical professionals, you know, whether medical professionals that know about the COVID or just mental health professionals. I would love to hear from you guys.
plug your email and tell them to hit you up so you can make that happen.
Yes.
If there's any
If anybody knows out there of an app that we can connect to YouTube to go live with multiple people.
No, we could do that.
Not
Zoom.
Bigo.
We could do that Zoom. But tell them to send you an email and you can make that and you can schedule a live or something with them.
Okay,
Yeah, tell them
you
to
heard Sean.
reach
That's
out.
so. If anybody's interested in going live with me, if you're a medical professional, a mental health professional, please email ballroomthrowbacks@gmail.com. BALLROOMTHROWBACKS@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let's get this moving. Definitely want to utilize this time to get this information out there. Antonio said, I have racing thoughts, and what usually help me is listening to Spotify, rain and thunderstorms, to block out the thoughts. You guys can listen to Spotify or me. I'm an Apple Music person. Our community has Peter Pan syndrome. Coach Alpha, what are you talking about? Okay, King Porter Joel said, the thing is that they don't need to open up the states, at least for another month or two. The thing is, most people are out of a job, etc. So when they open the city, everyone will hurry and flock to Miami.
We can make it happen.
You enjoyed the video showing me my two nieces. My two nieces, a lot of people have hit my nieces up. A lot of people have hit me up about that video. That's actually one of my personal favorites, doing that video with them. They are both two beautiful, grown young ladies now. I'm proud of both of them. I'm going to do something with them one of these days. You're a pianist, you said, Asa? Am I still on? Because I think that it froze.
Hold on.
Hey guys, we had a little glitch. I hope you guys are still on here. You guys still on here? Let me know. If you're still on here, please comment. Still here? Oh, so it was live off stream, but could still hear me. Can you guys see me again? If you can, let me know.
It's coming up. It's still live.
Okay, you guys still here? Okay, cool. She and Jupiter said anxiety has spiked with people. My neighbor was playing music to keep calm. Another neighbor called the cops on her. It was 4:30 p.m. When she opened the door and saw the cops, she threw up PTSD. Let me tell you something. There's so many people that's going through situations and they just don't know how to deal with it and don't know how to handle it. And another thing that you learn, I'm learning through this time is patience. You have to be patient. Craig Pay said all of the essential workers will have a very lucrative class action lawsuit once this is over. Shaking my head, it's my money and I want it now. I look marvelous. Thank you so much. That's sweet. Maybe a live couch interview with some legends or icons. Enjoyed them.
We could do that in Zoom.
It will be in Zoom.
It could be done, yeah.
Whoever's down for that. So we may be looking into the Zoom right when we get up this thing, and I may do a Zoom tonight. I'll see who's down to do it. And yeah. I believe Shania has Zoom. She uses it for work meetings. So hey, who knows? Maybe she'll come on tonight with me or tomorrow and do this with me. This is her birthday week, so let's do it. You see me clearly? How's the quality of the video, guys? I know that SP helped me set everything up. Tell me, is it lit well? Do I look good on here? Okay, what about getting a media kid to discuss connection to services that we may need as a community? Therapy, food, resources. I'm glad you just said that. I am going to reach out to them tomorrow. They have been wonderful throughout this as far as we've been doing some great stuff with them. I'm going to reach out to them and talk to them. Video quality is fire. Okay, great. I had to make masks for my healthcare industry. The hospitals had none to give. It's real crazy in Florida. Very clear? Okay, awesome. All right, great. Well, if you guys don't have any questions, I'm going to log off and come back later. Just let me know how you guys feeling out there. Berlin said, I will be watching. I'm already subscribed to BrtbTv. That's great to know. Make sure you put your notifications on for when I go live again. I will see you later. Alright guys, I thank you. I appreciate you guys. I wish you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll be back later. Maybe I could tell y'all, give y'all a little story time tonight. Talk to you guys later.